Hello ladies and gentlemen, today in front of you we have a box from TITONI from Switzerland. Now TITONI is a pretty interesting brand. They've been around for a very long time. They are still family owned, which is very rare in the Swiss watchmaking industry. They're not part of any major group such as the Swatch Group or any of that. They do their own thing and they run their own operation. And they have some really nice watches at kind of I would say entry luxury affordable prices, and their quality is just really good. I've had some experience with the Airmaster series model, which I'm going to show you today. This is the box it comes in. Shipping was pretty quick. About 2 or 3 days it arrived here in the USA direct from Switzerland. Let's take a look at the box, the packaging, and then we'll jump right into it, guys. Inside the box, you will receive this nice little card holder with your 2-year international warranty. Very nice to see they're doing a 2-year warranty, which a lot of brands now do 1 year, I've seen, and 2 years is very nice. You can see a nice little TITONI of Switzerland embossed there on the card holder. The watch box itself is some kind of material, I'm not sure what it is, but it does state TITONI of Switzerland. Pretty simple green box, opens up and closes just like that. I think it's a pretty decent box. Can definitely store the watch in this. Definitely sufficient for the price tag. Now here in front of you is the Airmaster series. A very nice release. Obviously they're going for that kind of turquoise dial, which is really popular right now. And I think they did a great job on this Airmaster series. Now the Airmaster series has been around since the 1960s. TITONI is not a brand that's new. They have a lot of models, 234 models on their website to be exact. I will drop a link to them down in the description below so you can check them out after this video. They are based in Grenchen, Switzerland. They're a family-owned business. They've been around, I believe, since I want to say 1920. A very long time. They're now 4th generation owned by the Schlepp brothers, and they're still doing everything independent up until this day, which is pretty good. So they're doing a great job at that. Their website is very good, very easy to navigate. And you can find this model on their website. I believe this model is $1125 US. But the quality is very good. I've had some time with it to wear it and really feel the kinks out. I must say, this is something you can keep in your collection for a very long time. Obviously, it's a Swiss-made watch. It is made in Switzerland, marked Swiss-made at the 6 o'clock position. There are also many different variations of this model you'll see on their website. The Airmaster series, obviously, Airmaster has a lot of, Flieger-style dials, which are pretty cool as well. A nice green one as well I saw on their website, which is quite popular as well at the moment. Anyway, getting straight into it, I would say this is more of a kind of a dressy, everyday watch. It does have some flash to it with those polished middle links on the bracelet and the polished bezel and the polished flanks on the watch. Nonetheless, it's still a good everyday automatic timepiece. The watch itself is crafted of solid 316L stainless steel all around with a mix of brushed and finished surfaces. The watch itself is 41 millimeters I got from my calipers here, and only 11 millimeters thick. So you have an automatic Swiss caliber in there, and they kept it at 11 millimeters. Very slim watch. 51 millimeters top to bottom, but I must say it really doesn't wear it too big on the wrist. I have a 6.5 inch wrist, and you're going to see by the end of the video that it wears really nice on my 6.5 inch wrist. 20 millimeters in between the lugs. You get a straight bracelet here. The bracelet itself is 20 millimeters all the way down. The watch here is sized for my 6.5 inch wrist. I did remove 2 or 3 links, I believe. And they are using the pin and collar system. A lot of Seiko watches use that system. It's not too bad. It's very secure. It's more secure than pins. Maybe I would have liked to see screws. That's probably the only kink on this watch that I have. Anyway, getting a little closer in on the dial here, because it really is the star of the show. Very neat, very nicely done with those Romans, which are hand applied. And you get those sharp 3D cut indices as well. Everything is 3D cut, as you can see. Airmaster printed above the 6, TITONI printed below the 12. And you get the nice little TITONI kind of star, which is applied. You get a date cut out over at the 3 o'clock position and minute markings. Loomed hands as well. A nice long sweeping seconds hand reaching all the way out to the chapter ring, which I really do appreciate. Makes it very easy to read at a glance. Now the crown itself is signed, as you can see here, with their logo. It's a pull and push crown, 50 meters of water resistance. You do get nice polished flanks on this watch, along with that polished bezel, which kind of really make it pop. I kind of really like how they did that. The case itself is a very unique design, looking top down, as you can see. You have these nice kind of lugs that kind of come inwards a little bit, chamfered over here, very nice, and forms very nicely to where the end links of the bracelet meet. Everything fits really perfect. You can really feel that Swiss quality. Like I always say, between like micro brands and such and a real Swiss brand, there's a huge difference. You feel it when you pick up the watch. You know right away if you're a watch enthusiast. Now this watch does feature lume on the hands as well, a quick set date. We have a Swiss automatic caliber, of course, inside of this watch. Beating weight is the SW200, which is a pretty common caliber, equivalent to the ETA 2824. Beats at 4 Hz, 28,800 beats per hour. You get a quick set date, you get hacking, hand winding, all that good stuff. About a 38-hour power reserve. This one, I've tested it over the course of 2 weeks. It's gaining about 5 or 6 seconds per day. It's not COSC certified, so I think it's doing pretty good. I have no issue with that whatsoever. Now, very easy to function this movement, obviously. Good grip on this crown here. You get self-winding, pull out one position. You can flip that date. Final position is your hacking position. Very nice resistance when setting the time. Push it back down and you're all good to go. Now the bracelet itself is actually extremely comfortable, nicely polished as well. And look at this. Everything is very, very fluid. Nice female end links, as you can see. Comes all the way under over here, so you really get a nice fit on the wrist. Very flexible, very nice. Features a nice custom TITONI clasp as well. 2 buttons, opens up to a milled scissor clasp, which functions great. You do get 2 micro adjustments. Some people say, oh, that's not enough micro adjustments, but you know, for me, I got a perfect fit on my wrist, so I'm not complaining about anything here. Now, if you take a look at the case back, as you can see, we get that nice ship. Let me flip it over. As you can see here, for the Airmaster series, which looks pretty nice. Just some basic specifications, screwed down case back, solid end links as well. Now you might be wondering, well, like, who is this watch for? You know, I'd say this watch is for the everyday businessman. This can definitely look really nice with a suit. It can look nice, you know, semi-dressed up, I'd say, or even sporty, I'd say. Just definitely don't, you know, bring it in the beach or bring it in the pool, I'd say, because you only have 50 meters there. So definitely take it off before you jump in the pool. But other than that, it's kind of, you know, a good all-around watch for an everyday watch, I'd say. Overall, I really like the color of the dial. I love the bracelet. It's a great fit. It's really comfortable. I've never seen a bracelet like this. Beautiful polishing, and you can really tell the difference between polishing from, you know, watches produced in Switzerland from watches produced outside of Switzerland, minus Japan, I'd say. But the polishing is near mirror finish, and it's really, really good, as you can see here as well on the case. Just very, very slim case, 11 millimeters. For an SW200, that is very nice. And of course, we do get a sapphire crystal as well, which is expected at this price point of $11.25. Anyway, I want to show you the watch on my wrist. My wrist is 6.5 inches, 6.6, 6.7 in the summer if it swells. It's not too hot right now, but let's see how it looks, guys. On my 6.5 inch wrist, it really wears nice. I mean, look at that side profile. It's just really, really slim. Definitely can fit under a cuff. Very legible. And look how thin it is on that wrist. It's really, really a pleasure to wear. Those lugs curve down perfectly, and everything fits really nice on the wrist. I like that they use a slim clasp, not a large clasp with some crazy micro adjustment or anything like that, because, you know, on this kind of style of watch, you want a nice slim clasp. It's going to fit nicely. Snaps down. No need to worry. It doesn't bulge out or anything like that or pull hair. And all in all, a very legible watch at all different angles. I'm assuming there is anti-reflective coating, clear anti-reflective coating on this crystal. Furthermore, guys, I think for the money, I think this is a great, great package. I mean, you're getting a watch from a brand with a lot of history, a rich history, I'd say. I mean, they date back to, you know, all the way back to, you know, the early 1900s when watchmaking was kind of, you know, booming. Then the quartz crisis came, etc. They have a lot of cool vintage watches as well. Kind of did my research on TITONI. They have a lot of really cool diving vintage watches. I know nowadays one of their most popular watches is the Seascoper. That's one of their dive watches they brought back, which is really, really nice as well. This is more kind of dressy, I'd say. It really has a nice little bling factor to it as well, as you can see with those beautiful polished center links. Kind of like the GMT Master 2 has those polished center links, making it a little more blingy, I'd say. But yeah, this definitely looks very nice. And of course, these sides are completely polished as well as that bezel. But nonetheless, I like the Lake Turquoise color. I've never owned a watch in my life with this color dial. I think it's pretty unique. It's pretty special. And it's not too over the top. I think it's just enough. Good watch to wear every day for work. Good watch to wear on the weekends. And nonetheless, it's keeping great time. The quality is very good in terms of case cut and finish. Obviously, no sharp edges or anything like that. They definitely got their machining down. And yeah, I think overall, it's a very nice watch for the money. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. As usual, I think they did a great job on this release. But anyway, guys, I didn't find any quality control issues, or I do mention them as usual. I think it's a great watch. I really love this watch. Definitely going to add it to my collection. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below as usual. This is Watch Addiction Watch Reviews coming at you with the TITONI Airmaster. And I'll definitely see you guys on the next one. We'll chat more down below. Bye.